Hey guys, so this week I'm really excited about. I'm doing a new challenge that's completely different to what I've done before. So before I did the muscle up and the splits, of which were both sort of more physical challenges. This week I'm doing a local sort of community challenge. So I've been using this local park behind me quite a lot during the lockdown, and I've been going on quite a lot of runs around Newbury. And one thing I've sort of noticed is there is actually quite a lot of rubbish just in the sides and in the bushes. Not as much as in some countries, like in Thailand. I got back from there sort of a few months ago, and that was full of rubbish.
On my travels, I also visited Africa, and there was a massive rubbish problem there too. I was on the bus going from Zimbabwe to Zambia, staring outside the window at the national parks, but also just the amount of rubbish on the floor, on the side, just scattered everywhere. About halfway through the trip, the bus driver shouted, "Put your rubbish in a bag," and he proceeded to pass a bag back. Now I thought this was great. I got out all my rubbish, including multiple packets of Oreos, which I was feasting on in Africa. But when the bag arrived back at the bus driver, he just chucked it straight out the window. Now that for me was a bit of a shock, and that's just something you would never see in the UK. And the UK has got a lot better than Africa and some of the other countries I've visited, but I still think there's a lot more we can do.
But in order to prevent that sort of situation happening, I was trying to think of how can we as a community clean up after ourselves. Now, the idea for this challenge was actually to how can people help themselves and how can the local community actually help themselves. And I came up with an idea of a rubbish treasure hunt. So I've printed off 5 pieces of paper. On each piece of paper there's a £10 reward. I'm going to hide that in a piece of rubbish that I find on the floor around my hometown in Newbury. And then I'm just going to put a few adverts up online and in the local communities just to tell people that there's a £10 reward in the rubbish. So get out there and do a rubbish treasure hunt. And the idea is that the community will go out, wear some gloves and pick up any rubbish that they see on their daily exercise or walk. And I just want to see if anything like this can help the local community. So let's go out and find some rubbish to hide this in. So once they find the note, hopefully they get in contact with me and then I can send them the £10 note. The idea is they just have to take a picture or a video with them disposing of the rubbish, just as proof that they did actually find the note, and hopefully they're cleaning up other rubbish along the route. And I'm really sort of excited to see if anyone actually does this, and hopefully it's an easy way just to have a bit of fun and clean up the local community. So after 1 week, I'm just going to go back out again and pick up all the rubbish that I found originally and take my note back out. That's if it hasn't been found already. Okay, so let's go and find some rubbish to hide this in, and then put up some adverts to say what the challenge is for this week.
So I put these posters around town to explain the rules. So I've hidden 5 notes in rubbish that other people have left behind. Each note contains a £10 reward. To participate, simply wear some gloves and then go around and pick up all rubbish that you find, and you might find the lucky piece of rubbish. Once you find the lucky piece with the note in, then you can contact me for the reward. And in 1 week's time, I'm going to go around and collect all the pieces of rubbish, just in case my note wasn't found, so the community's still cleaner off without this challenge.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to hide the first piece of rubbish. No! The first note in the rubbish is a packet of fizzy fish. I don't think they even sell that anymore, so it must have been here for a few years at least.
So for the posters, I put them up around 2 or 3 minutes walking distance, as I didn't want to make it too hard, but at the same time I didn't want to make it too easy. I put them up in a few of the parks in my local town and on a road leading to the school.
Okay, so this is going to be my next location. There's a bunch of rubbish just sitting behind this fence here. I'm not sure if anyone's really going to pick this up, but let's give this a try. So I've just stuck it a little bit out the can, so it's a bit obvious, but I don't think people are really gonna pick up that rubbish unless they know the challenge is on. So, and that's been there a long time because it's very faded. You can just, yeah, there's loads of rubbish on this street.
The next note I had just sticking out of this little bag in the skate park.
So yeah, this street I've just come along is where I grew up. It's actually covered in rubbish, so there's easy pickings for me to choose one. Just gonna pick this can over here, I think. Well, actually, I choose a bottle. A bit easier for. Okay, so this was the final spot. So I've put all 5 of the notes and letters out. So let's just see how long it takes for people to find them, or maybe they'll just never be found. If that's the case, I'm gonna go pick it up in a week anyway, but yeah, I'm excited to see if anyone actually wants to go picking up rubbish.
Okay, so I've actually just got the first person respond to my treasure hunt challenge. Their name is Heidi. I blocked out that number just in case there's a few dodgy people out there. It's quite difficult to read, so I'll just do it myself. So, hi, my name's Heidi. I was walking with my daughter, picking up litter in Greenham by the Spider Park garages and came across your note. Unfortunately, I'm a single mum and I don't have internet. Please text back. Not quite sure what the single mum and internet has to do with things, but by the sounds of it, she's found it. She even mentioned the location, the garages, and the fact that it was in a bottle, and I remember placing it in a bottle. So now I'm just going to give her a call and try to sort out the details.
Hello?
Hi, is that Heidi?
No.
Is she?
I'll get my mum.
Yeah.
That's Heidi.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Hi. Is that?
One minute. One second. Let's put the earpiece in. Hello?
Okay. Sure. Hi. Is that Heidi?
It is, yes. Hello there.
Hi. Yeah. It's Richard here. Thanks for taking part in the challenge.
Yeah, it's quite exciting actually, yeah.
Did you? I guess you
I
live.
didn't expect it at all, so yeah.
Did you know about it, or was you just picking up rubbish?
I haven't seen the sign.
Okay.
I've seen the sign, I saw a sign down at St George's Avenue. I saw a sign.
Oh, okay.
But we was walking up around Greenham. And
Right.
I saw a sign up there as well. And so we took part, put
Yeah.
the rubbish in the bin and stuff, and came across a bottle.
Okay.
Milk soap. But the thing is, there were two bottles, and where I was with my daughter, we went to put them both in the bin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, hold on a minute, because there's a bit of paper in one of them, and I can't remember.
I guess you didn't take a picture or anything of the rubbish.
I can actually take a picture on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't have the
Oh.
WhatsApp or the amenities to be able to send it.
Oh, okay. Well, in terms of the money, so I could either drop it off probably on the Thursday or Friday, or I could just send it via a bank transfer. It's sort of whatever you prefer.
Yeah, well, I only have a post office. I don't actually have a bank.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll just pop by on the what day? Yeah, on the Friday. Just out of curiosity, did how much sort of rubbish did you pick up along that route in general?
We picked up what we could find, just bits,
bits and bobs,
some sweet wrappers, cans,
Yeah.
Bits and pieces like that. And I think it was an absolutely brilliant idea, it was good, it got us out, we went out for a good walk, and, we did some visitors.
Yeah.
It was a good, great idea.
Well, it's good that it's worked. I thought I'd just go around picking up all the rubbish myself on the Friday, but it's you're the first person who's found anything, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do hope other people find.
Yeah, it was just an idea, just to get people out picking up some rubbish, but see how it goes in future.
Okay, thank you so much. That's really, really good of you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you then. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Okay, yeah, so it looked like they actually went around and picked up a lot of rubbish. So I thought this challenge was going to be a big failure because it's already a few days in and nobody's got back to me. And then this person texted me this morning, so good news. Maybe I'm hoping to give some more money away. At the moment it's only £10, so it's been quite cheap for me so far. So it's been a very interesting challenge for me. It's been a very different type of challenge, more of a community challenge. I posted this on Facebook and I was overwhelmed with the amount of support. I received over 150 likes.
Wow! I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
And a lot of positive messages and comments, which I loved reading every single one of them. There were 2 comments which were more negative about what I was doing, and I could really understand why. They were concerned that even with gloves on, picking up rubbish in this current environment and climate maybe isn't the best idea, and I can see where they're coming from. But for me, the risk is quite low, especially with gloves on, and I thought the amount of positives that this would bring to the local community and having people out there and taking up this challenge outweighed the negatives. So I really hope they weren't too upset by this. I would love your support going forward. If you could share the video to spread the good vibe, subscribe and like, I would really, really appreciate it. Catch you in the next video. So as I was off to my next spot, I realised that I was missing the notes. And I had a dog bark at me earlier, and it looks like that's where the notes dropped out. So it's good that they're here, because otherwise I would have been causing more litter than the challenge is looking to fix anyway. So yeah, that's made me a lot happier.